All right, how is everybody? As you can probably tell, I got a little baggie here. Yeah. We got ourselves a couple of more update videos before the end of the year. So, first things first is we're going to take care of the thrift stores bags first, and then we will do another second part with the disc replay buy 3 get 7 free sale. Oh yeah. So let's not waste any time. We got a buttload of stuff to cover. So here we go with another big giant Christmas overhaul, you know, before the end of the year, sales and whatnot. And I'm rambling. Let's just get right into it. All right. So first up, local thrift store, not bad at all. It's got some Blu-rays and some DVDs. Yeah. Stuff I've been trying to find for a while, or other movies that I do have, yes, but not these particular editions. Given the fact that, yes, now things are getting harder and harder to find, why not? So, here we have a really cool movie. Basically the start of the DC EU, but this is the really cool, has the awesome 3D lenticular cover. We have the 3D edition of Man of Steel. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I think actually, I think with each of these editions, there's like they were all. I think all the bonus features are actually piecemealed out. So I think there's actually different special features that are actually not on every single edition, because the other Man of Steel one that I have in the Steelbook actually has a bonus feature about Hans Zimmer's score. Yeah, so I'm not sure which is on this edition, but hey, what can I say? It's Man of Steel. Alrighty, then let's dive back into the well of good old Tolkien. Yeah. So we have 2 out of the 3 films in the extended cuts. Yeah, now I have the original theatrical versions on Blu-ray. It's in that 3-disc set or whatever, and they're alright. But we do have the extended editions individually. Yeah, so here we have the 2 Towers. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Even though it doesn't really have all the bonus features on it, it does have the commentaries, which is fine by me, but I just want these movies in pristine, high quality, and in their fully extended forms. And we also have the last Blu-ray. For here, we have the extended cut of The Return of the King. Yeah, so all I need is the Fellowship of the Ring, and there we go. Yes, I do know that there is the 15-disc set that has the black cases and all that. Eventually, I may try to track that down because, well, I love me Lord of the Rings, and I don't care if you have different editions or whatever. If you're a collector like me, you just gotta collect it. All right, so up next we have a multi-pack. I've only seen the first movie out of this. I had no idea that there were 3 of them. But what can I say though? Although it's kind of funny because the first movie, this is actually a very early J.J. Abrams written movie. Yeah. So here we have the Joyride trilogy. Yeah, Joyride 1, 2, and 3. And I've never actually even seen 2 nor 3, so it'll be fun to sit down and actually watch those 2 movies. But I absolutely love the first movie, though. It's a great film. And then we have a more film to add to the collection. I've never actually seen the original movie, but it stars Patrick Swayze, and basically it's if you have played the game Freedom Fighters on the PlayStation 2. It's basically like that. So here we have the collector's edition of Red Dawn. Yeah, 2-disc set, loaded with features, and it just looks like a lot of fun. Oh, directed by John Milius. Sweet. The director of Conan the Barbarian, as well as loads of other great movies. Then we have another war film, which is actually a sequel to the Guns of Navarro. Yeah, we have the sequel starring Robert Shaw and Harrison Ford. We have Force 10 from Navarro. Yeah, looks pretty cool. And finally, for the first bag, we have a Bruce Willis movie to add to the collection. Basically, it is actually a remake of Akira Kurosawa's, I believe it's Yojimbo. But we have, in the original Snapper case, Last Man Standing. Yeah, good old Bruce. Can't go wrong with that. Alrighty, so let's get on to the second bag, shall we? Yes. Nice pile of stuff. So, I think everything is in here. Indeed. Yeah. Alrighty, so first up, we have a Blu-ray. It's actually a remake. You probably already saw it already, but we have The Point of No Return starring Bridget Fonda, which is basically the American remake of the Luc Besson film La Femme Nikita. Yeah. I've not actually seen this movie. I've heard of it, but this is also very early in Hans Zimmer's scoring career. Very early on. And yeah, 93. Wow. I'm surprised there's not a collector's edition of this movie out yet. Then up next, we have a movie to add to the Stephen King collection. Another teleplay movie out of his. We have Desperation. Yeah. Then up next, we have a few more Blu-rays. So first up, we have, I have most of Zack Snyder's films on Blu-ray, but surprisingly, I don't have his first. Yeah. So I'm easily for about $1. Can't complain there. We have the unrated director's cut of Dawn of the Dead. Yeah. Now, this is re-released because at the time that this came out, 300 was about ready to come out, and so it was re-released. And what can we say, though? It's Dawn of the Dead, and it looks... yes, I've seen it, but I just hope that the Blu-ray looks even better, which obviously it should, because it's Blu-ray, right? Alright, then up next, we have a multi-pack. Yeah, now I couldn't beat this. For basically $250, you get all 4 films on Blu-ray. It goes from great to pretty decent to okay to utter crap, as I have mentioned before in loads of my other videos and whatnot, as you probably have mentioned, with a certain Bat character. Yeah. But here we have from the from the Warner Brothers 4 Films Favorites collection, we've got the Batman collection. Yeah. All 4 movies on Blu-ray. Great. Pretty good. Not bad. As always, utter crap. You can probably just find my Batman movies and videos, and you can hear me rant about Batman and Robin. Oh yeah, but it's not bad at all. They've thankfully all the bonus features are on there and everything. So yeah, so sweet. It's nice to have all 4 of the original movies on Blu-ray. And then up next, we got a horror film for the Blu-ray collection, which I don't have. I've heard of it, but I've never actually seen it. I was looking forward to seeing it, but never got around to watching it. We have Trick or Treat. Yeah. Directed by Michael Dougherty. Produced, of course, by Bryan Singer. I think this was this might have been his film debut, or one of his earlier films. But yeah, he also directed Krampus, which I have not watched yet. Oh, cool. I love the artwork, too. Yeah, awesome pumpkin design. Alright, then up next we have a classic film from the 80s featuring none other than Arnold. Yeah, we have the special edition of The Running Man. Yeah, 2 discs loaded with features. Surprisingly, it's a Stephen King story. Yeah, I've not seen this. I don't know how I haven't, but, what can I say? It's going to be fun to actually watch this. Yeah. And then, so up next, we have a film which I've never heard of. It sounded interesting, but it's directed by... This is what caught my eye. It's directed by none other than Bill Duke. Yeah, if you don't know who Bill Duke is, watch Predator. That's all you need to know. That guy. We have his Yeah, I don't know if it's a film directed by him, starring Lawrence Fishburne and Tim Roth. We have Hoodlum. Yeah, some sort of looks like a 1930s gangster type of movie. So I'm like, sweet, kind of goes with Scarface and that type of stuff. Then up next we have a movie which I've never seen. I read the book. I remember reading the book ages ago. If you like conspiracy theory thrillers and other great stuff by what's his name by John Grisham, we have Gene Hackman in The Chamber. Yeah, not actually seen that one yet, but I have seen The Firm though. That's another good one. New movie to add to the Clint Eastwood collection. One of his romantic type of movies. Not, I'm like, well, it kind of just goes with the spines of a bunch of other movies that I have out of his. But I know this movie is good, but I've never seen it. But we have The Bridges of Madison County. Yeah. Gotta have some Clint in your collection, right? Well, if you have Clint Eastwood, you gotta have yourself some Sean Connery, right? We have from Michael Crichton, we have Rising Sun. Yeah. Not seen this, but hope it's good. So what can we say? I'm not gonna complain. It was only $1. Let's see here. Then up next we have a big multi-pack set of some classic comedy. One of the funniest guys ever on this planet. What can we say though? Has loads of great movies, including one of my favorites, the original Nutty Professor. Not the Eddie Murphy one, but of course I'm talking about Jerry Lewis. Yeah, so here we have a 10 film collection of Jerry Lewis movies. Yeah, featuring The Stooge, The Delicate Delinquent, The Bellboy, Cinderfella, The Errand Boy, The Ladies' Man, the original Nutty Professor, The Disorderly Orderly, The Patsy, and The Family Jewels. Yeah. So it looks like loads of great comedy from him, and what can we say though? If it's Jerry Lewis, I mean, come on. Alrighty. Then up next we have a Blu-ray. It was only $1.50, so I'm like, why not? It looked like a decent action movie. So here we have American Ultra. Yeah, starring Jesse Eisenberg and of course Kristen Stewart, who we all know from those Twilight movies. Yeah. Then up next we have this random DVD I just kind of found. It's only a couple of bucks, but it's basically a 20. I'm not sure if it's episodes or whatever it is. But yeah, 25 episodes of classic cartoon collections DC Comics. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. 3 discs loaded with comic book related episodes. So I'm gonna guess it's gonna range anywhere from like the 70s all the way up to like the 90s Batman stuff. And what can we say? It looks like a lot of fun. Lots of cool episodes. So we'll have to see what all is actually in this set. So yeah. And finally we have, well, not a DVD, not a Blu-ray, but one VHS. Yeah. And the funny thing is, this thing is still wrapped up in the original packaging still to this day, which now it probably never will be opened because, well, it could be a collector's item. So one of it's my favorite epic film of all time. I don't really have a VHS player anymore, but I can track one down easily. But like I said, though, this will never be opened because it also includes what is it? There's actually a like a booklet that came with it, I believe. But here we have the 30th anniversary collector's edition of Lawrence of Arabia. Yeah, look at this. This is still in the packaging, mind you. And no, seriously, it is not. It has never been opened, and you can tell that sticker right there, right here, that has never been cut. This thing will never be opened. And considering the fact that this is actually a director's cut, which or basically it's the version that's been released numerous times over. Um, but this movie is so damn good. And what can I say though? It's Lawrence of Arabia, the 30th anniversary collection, and yeah, sure that may not seem relative now, but at the time, well, when this movie came out, obviously I wasn't around then, but granted the fact that here it is, you have this epic film that has never been opened, it might actually be worth something. And I only paid a measly $1 for it. Yeah. Oh man. And I could have sworn there was like one more thing, but I can't remember exactly what happened to it. But that's alright though. So yeah. Like I say though, not a bad pile of stuff. But we still got one more whole bag to go. So yeah, like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I will see you back here with part 2 of the big, huge final overhaul of 2023 with the buy 3, get 7 free disc replay sale. See you in a minute.